You're wondering how images can help your SEO. So in this video, we explain, do images help SEO? How do they help SEO? And how can you optimize your images and use images that will help your SEO? So let's jump right into it. So how can images help SEO? There's a couple of reasons why. When you add an image to a website, there are a couple of things that go into it. One, the image has a file name. And so most people, when they add images to their website, they don't optimize the file name. They leave it as a string of letters and numbers. It might be UYT147X3P.jpg or .png, depending on if it's a JPEG or a PNG image. And that doesn't tell Google anything. When Google is crawling a site, it's looking at the images and it's looking at the file name. And so when you're adding images to your website, you want the file name to be keyword rich and keyword friendly. So if you're creating a piece of content around, if you're, let's say you're a chiropractor and you're creating a piece of content around best stretches for lower back pain, then if you're adding images to that page, then you might want the images to be titled as, best stretches back pain or something. And in terms of image file names, don't use spaces, use dashes. Google's algorithm in the internet looks as dashes when it's on file names as spaces. So it would be best dash stretches dash back dash pain. That's the first thing. The second thing is going to be the image size. So one of the biggest reasons why websites load slowly is due to really large images. And Google's algorithm takes into account the loading speed of your website when determining if you should rank or not. Why do they do this? Well, Google knows that people are impatient. If a website takes, 10 seconds to load, Google knows that people won't like that. So Google's not going to rank that website very high. So when you're adding images to your website, you want to compress them. You want them to be less than 150 kilobytes, KB worth of data. Sometimes images can be 5, 6, 10, 20 times that size, and they'll make the page load really slowly. So after you optimize the file name, make sure to compress that image. The last thing is going to be alt text. And alt text is something that you can add after adding it to your website. It's basically a little caption, if you will, that people can't actually see, but on the back end, Google's algorithm is reading that. So why does alt text exist? It actually exists for people that have visual impairments, people that are blind or can't see. Google and different browsers are giving them the opportunity to see what those images are in a way. So as their computer is reading off the article for them, when it comes across an image, it'll actually read the alt text of that image. So if you have an image of, let's go back to the example of best stretches for back pain. If you have an image of someone doing a sort of stretch, then you might add a SEO and keyword rich caption to that in the form of alt text. It might say, man doing a lateral back stretch for back pain. You're actually telling a legitimate and truthful alt text of what that image is portraying, but at the same time you're hitting keywords. So those are a couple of ways that you can use images for SEO and to make your SEO better over time.